Hi folks, me again. I hope your week is going well. Mine is going absolutely crazy. It's been a crazy few weeks, and I've got another crazy few weeks coming up as well as projects kind of overlap. But when you work for yourself, that's a good thing, right? But it got me thinking. I had an interview with a chap called Volpatti, who any Canucks fans will know. He was an NHL player, and he has a fascinating history. And we were chatting because we both have very similar mindsets, and he is about manifestation, as am I, as you know. But one thing that came up when I was chatting to him is that he said you can't just manifest stuff and not expect to do the hard work. And he's so spot on. I mean, throughout my life, people have said, oh, you're so lucky this, you're so lucky that. And I'm not going to say I'm unlucky. I've been thrown a shit ton of crap, as many of you know, over the years. But, you know, we all do, right? That's life. But the one thing I do have is a very strong work ethic, and I will work hard. So manifestation for me isn't about, just putting something out to the universe and hoping it's going to happen. No, it's about putting something out there and then working as hard as you can to get there. If you know that's what you want, I put 100% into something when I know that that's exactly what I want. And while I know manifestation does work, you also have to help the universe. You can't just sit back on the sofa and be like, okay, I've buried my note, the universe is going to deliver that. Unfortunately, I'm sorry to say, it doesn't happen that way. So yeah, when we were chatting about it, and you could tell it was almost like a sore point for him, because he's probably been told over the years, you're so lucky. And this guy has been through so much. And one thing he has always done, he's been a fighter and he has worked so hard. If he ever felt like he wasn't as good as someone else at something, he would be working 24/7 to make sure he would be eventually as good as that person. And I'm the same. I'm not an expert in anything, but I will work so hard, so hard to make sure that I get to the top of my game, whatever that is, whether that's in sports, or whether that's in my professional world, or even in my family and personal life as well. I'll work hard at those things. Everything needs hard work. So one of the things about my book is that a lot of people will be wondering why 111 days. If you're into the spiritual world, you understand that 111 is a very significant angel number. But beyond that, it takes 3 months, as we know, science has proven, it takes 3 months to create a habit. You can't change your mindset overnight. You can't just do a couple of exercises, put the book away, pick it up another time and think, why isn't it working for me? It's not going to work that way. You've really got to devote the time and be honestly dedicated to wanting to change something, to make the actual change happen. Hard work, unfortunately, is super necessary in this world, and it will pay off. Sometimes it seems like it takes forever. Some of my dreams that I've manifested have taken 7 years. Some have come overnight. And that's the same for many people. So when you think about manifestation and visualizing and doing all these practices, understand that you also have to help the universe out and put the hard work in yourself. And sometimes something that's stopping us from putting that hard work in is because we're not sure whether that's actually what we want. And therefore, don't manifest it. Don't waste those manifestations. So that's my little word of advice from you. And it's not just me that feels like that, it's plenty of other people. There's very few lucky people out there. Most of us have to put in darned hard work, and it's well worth it. So 111 days, it's a small time in your life to dedicate to changing your mindset. I do want to add to that as well, that when I talk about hard work, it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be horrible. Hard work can be great. It can be super satisfying. Like I said, the last couple of weeks have been crazy busy, the next couple of weeks have been crazy busy, but the reward is going to be huge, not just financially, but also, to know that I've completed something which was, almost impossible in many people's eyes. And yeah, it can be a lot of fun. So approach it with a positive mindset too. Don't just, think, oh, I've got to do this again. Think, I've got an end goal in mind here. This is all going to be for something. And it makes your approach a whole load different. Thanks for listening. Oh, and in between all the hard work, don't forget time to play. I do talk about that in my book, actually. And I almost forgot to listen to myself, as you do. So I thought, right, okay, work can wait for 45 minutes while I take myself out for a run and chat with you guys, and appreciate these beautiful Okanagan sunflowers. I feel like I should have talked like David Goggins, Go hard, people. Go hard.